Today we're using my rapid fire GPR 91 here in Black Ops 6. I made an overpowered class up that you guys can dominate lobbies with. Let's get right into the attachments. For my first attachment for my optic, I had the Kevlar Microflex. I personally like this more than the iron sight just because I can see a lot more with the red dot, and I'm going to be able to hit my shots a lot cleaner with this thing on, so make sure you guys have this on. For my next attachment for my muzzle, I had the compensator, and this is going to give you 3 ticks of vertical recoil control. I personally love this attachment because this is going to help out the recoil while we have the rapid fire attachment on, so this thing is going to be very manageable. It's not going to be out of control. Your gun's not going to be shaking or having a really wonky recoil pattern, so make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see with these stats, we're getting 34% to the recoil gun kick control and then 35% to the vertical recoil control. For my next attachment for my barrel, I had the reinforced barrel, and this is going to give you 2 ticks of damage range as well as 2 ticks of bullet velocity. I personally love this attachment because this is going to help out at those longer range engagements. The damage range is going to help out with the TTK so that we have a faster kill, and then the bullet velocity is going to make the bullets connect a lot faster at those longer ranges, so make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see with these stats, you are gaining 20% to the bullet velocity, and then the damage at effective range is 54.9, and the damage on that is 23, and then the damage beyond range is 54.9, and the damage on that is 19. For my next attachment for my underbarrel, I had the vertical foregrip, and this is going to give you 3 ticks of horizontal recoil control. I personally love this attachment because it's going to maintain all the recoil for us, so you're really not going to have to put that much effort in controlling the recoil. Even with the rapid fire attachment, this thing doesn't get out of hand. You're going to be very stable with this thing, so make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, we're getting 35% to the horizontal recoil control. For my next attachment for my magazine, I had the extended mag 1. This is just so that way we can take a lot more gunfights without reloading after every single kill, so make sure you guys have this on. For my next attachment for my rear grip, I had the commando grip, and you are going to be gaining 2 ticks of ADS speed, 2 ticks of jumping sprint to fire speed, 2 ticks of sprint to fire speed, and then 2 ticks of jumping ADS speed. I personally love this attachment because it reminds me a lot of the double quick draw attachment from BO4. You're going to have a very snappy, fast ADS speed as well as sprint to fire speed. As well as whenever you do jump, you will have an increased ADS speed as well as sprint to fire speed, so make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, are getting 13% to the ADS speed, 14% to the jump ADS speed, 28% to the sprint to fire speed, and then 28% to the jump sprint to fire speed. For my next attachment for my stock, I had the infiltrator stock, and this is going to give you 2 ticks of aim walking movement speed. I personally love this attachment because this is going to give you an insanely fast aim walking movement speed, so you are strafing in a gunfight, it is going to be a lot harder for your enemies to hit you, so make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, are getting 26% to the ADS movement speed. Finally, for my fire mods, I had the rapid fire attachment, and this is going to give you 3 ticks to the fire rate. You guys can see here with these stats, we're getting 12% to the fire rate. Here are all my perks on the screen. For the wild card, make sure you guys using gunfighter, so that way you guys can have all these attachments. Here are all the attachments on the screen with these stats. If you guys are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace. Let's see what we can do with this GPR. Of course. Like, you're on the right side. I'm gonna miss playing at the front, man. Hopefully everything transfers over to the next game. I wouldn't recommend that. He'd give me a lot more weapons to use.
Point identified. Hardpoint is secure.
Alright, so I can't shoot that for some reason. Reload quick. I gotta mute my team. Of course, when I gotta mute my team, I get stunned or flashed.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint located.
Marking target location.
Enemy CUAV inbound.
Mission timeline expired. UAV RTB.
Got a CUAV on station above. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint active. Hardpoint is secure.
Hey, my gun's completely blue.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
I love this camo, it's so cool.
Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint identified.
My team is just not doing well on that hill. I gotta stop throwing to it.
Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint locked down. Hostile counter UAV established above.
Teammate, shoot your gun, please.
Hostile
Thank you for the
UAV
assist.
established overhead.
For the trade, I should say.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Stupid. I hate that. I hate that skin so much.
Hardpoint is secure.
Assault package to destroy. UAV in the turret. Get eyes on.
TACOM, establish counter UAV overflight. Hardpoint located.
UAV fuel check 50%.
Hardpoint active. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down.
Priority action request received. UAV in your grid.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Herb.
Hardpoint is secure.
They're just all on the spawn.
Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
No way, teammate didn't shoot him. Your name's Steelhead. Yep,
Hardpoint is active.
that should do enough explaining for that name. Not very good. Not a lot in the head either.
RCXD active. Hardpoint located.
I feel like I move super fast with my strafing and with the GPR.
Hardpoint active.
UAV commencing surveillance operation.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Citrus, LDBR incoming.
Thought I could shoot that through the wall. I
Enemy
guess I can't.
UAV inbound. Enemy UAV inbound.
UAV mission timeline 50% expended.
Of course, we throw a Semtex at the ground.
Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint is secure.
Alright, my teammate got the hell. We're good. I like this a lot more than 6v6 just because the games last so much longer. Oh, I almost just blew myself up too because I clicked my bumper again right after I shot that one. I would have died either way.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hostile counter UAV established above. Hostile UAV established overhead. Hardpoint located. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Operator establishing course. Tactical.
UAV established overhead.
Hardpoint is secure.
Yeah, I knew they were playing here.
UAV is held 50%. Check.
Yep, that did.
Hostiles
Dude, that
have
wasn't
the
even
hardpoint.
100 health. It was like 80. I should have been alive. That's BS. I was looking at how much damage I did with my C4.
Act and seize this last operator.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint identified.
Oh, good. Enemy man.
Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint locked down.
Enemy field active.
Alright, I'll flip. No.
UAV
Calling in force.
commencing surveillance operation.
Detonating C4.
Hostiles have captured
Yep.
the hardpoint.
Come push out when your boyfriend comes. There we go, we flip spawns.
Priority attaching request received. UAV exiting your
Hardpoint active.
TACOM, establish counter UAV overplay.
Using C4.
Hardpoint locked down.
Catch watchdog doing higher up.
No. Don't know how I kill both of them, but I'll take it.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint identified.
Operator establishing score streak. Tactical incoming.
Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint locked down.
I got my rocket again.
Hardpoint located.
He was terrible.
Timeline expired. UAV RTB.
Operator established.
I still gotta record with the pistol. I ain't gonna lie. I wonder how that's gonna go.
Feel that? They're about to break. Give them a nudge.
I'm not gonna go too crazy for standards in that game. I'm just gonna try and go off with the pistol like John Wick.
Tactical income. Non-disturb equality.
Tackle, get a one-shot helo overhead.
Must play fair.
RPXD moving out.
Incoming lethal.
Hardpoint identified.
Get a CUAV on station above.
One last chance.
Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Calling in score.
SATCOM, we need watchdog heroes close in now.
UAV commencing surveillance
I
operation.
don't know if they left or not.
Hardpoint is secure.
Who gone?
Mission timeline.
This gun low-key reminds me of like the M-Tower from BO2.
I will not discriminate.
Priority tasking requested. UAV exiting.
In a way.
Happy to see I see
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
everyone equal.
Hardpoint located.
Calling in score.
Hardpoint locked down.
Defense made a fatal mistake.
There we go. We got the win. If you guys are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Peace.